Hello friends, welcome back to your channel Chemistry Simplified. Today we are back with another class of chemistry on the topic carbon and its compound, a very important chapter for class 10 students. So let's begin. Now in today's video what we are going to understand is why is the carbon a special and unique element and why does it form covalent compound. Okay, so let us begin. Carbon and its compound. Now what is carbon and where does it belong? We know that carbon is an element with atomic number 6 and electronic configuration of 2, 4, and we denote it by K and L shell. Now since you can see here it has 4 electrons in the outermost shell and that is why it belongs to group 14. And since it has 2 electronic shell, that is why it is present in the second period. And there are so many different elements which are present in group 14. For example, carbon, then we have silicon, germanium, tin and lead. If you want to learn the group members, you can remember as chemistry sir gives Sankey problems. Carbon, silicon, germanium, tin and lead. Okay. Now what makes carbon a special element? Why? What is the uniqueness of carbon? Now as I told you that it has 2 and 4. The electronic configuration of carbon is 2, 4. And we know that the reactivity of an element depends upon the tendency to lose or gain electron. Basically, how it is able to acquire the nearest stable gas configuration. So, in order to for a carbon to attain the nearest noble gas configuration, which is either it can have C4 plus or it can have C4 minus. So, because it is having 4 electrons in the outermost shell. So, if it gains 4 electron from someone, then it will acquire C4 minus. It will gain the electron in nearest configuration of neon. And if it loses this 4 electron, it will gain the nearest noble gas configuration of helium. But we know that the carbon atom is very small. So, it cannot lose 4 electron to form C4 plus. It is not possible for carbon to lose this 4 electron. Similarly, in order to gain 4 electrons, that is also not possible because of this strong what we can say is strong repulsive forces, because of which it is neither possible for a carbon to form C4 ion or C4 minus ion. Okay, because either way, if it wants to form or we want to lose 4 electrons, it is practically not feasible. Similarly, to form C4 minus ion, that is also not practically possible due to the electronic repulsion. Now, if it cannot form C4 plus, it cannot form C4 minus, then what it can do? There is a solution to it. Carbon finds a way by sharing of electron, and thus carbon bonds with different elements, some elements as well as the other non-metal to form covalent molecules, covalent bond by sharing. Now what is a covalent bond? Covalent bond means that covalent bond is a bond which is formed by mutual sharing of electrons. Mutual sharing of electrons. That is a covalent bond. So now we will understand how this covalent bond is formed. Now, what is important to understand? First, because carbon, what makes carbon so special? First of all, because it is not able to form C4 plus ion or C4 minus ion, that is why carbon chooses to share the electrons. Thus, carbon, because it is having 4 electrons in the outermost shell, that is why the first uniqueness of carbon is its tetravalency. So carbon is a tetravalent element. Secondly, the second most important property is the tendency of carbon to self-link. That means carbon can self-link to itself a number of times in the linear chain as well as in the branching, forming n number of molecules, infinite number of molecules. So many that we have a special branch of chemistry to just understand the carbon and its compound, and we have that in organic chemistry. For example, and that property is known as catenation property. What is catenation? Catenation is self-linking property. What is catenation? Catenation is self-linking property. Carbon has a tendency to connect to itself like this. C, 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 like this in the linear chain, or it can form n number of chain. It can form chains of carbon. Apart from carbon, some other elements also like silicon also forms can form self-link to itself, forming the other molecules, etc. So this is catenation. So what makes carbon a very special element? Carbon, the first one is the tetravalency of carbon, and second is the catenation property, which makes carbon a very special element. Now let us understand few examples of a covalent compound. First we will see what is a single covalent compound. Single covalent compound. As I told you, covalent compound is formed by mutual sharing of electrons. So how it is a single covalent bond? Basically, the covalent bonding is formed between two non-metals, either the same metals, same non-metals, or two different non-metals by mutual sharing of electrons. For example, let us see the example of hydrogen, H2 molecule. H2 molecule. There are two hydrogen atoms. We know that hydrogen has only one electron. So in order to complete the octet, it needs one more electron. It will not complete the octet but a doublet because it is having only one electron. So the other hydrogen is also having only one electron. So what they will do, they are going to mutually share their electron with each other to complete their doublet. Okay, so this hydrogen is going to share its electron with this hydrogen, and this hydrogen will share the electron with this hydrogen, forming a single covalent bond. So this is the sharing of electron, because both are sharing only one electron, that is why it is a single covalent bond. Okay, next another example we can see is of chlorine molecule, Cl2 molecule. Chlorine, its electronic configuration is 2, 7. So the outermost electron has 7 electron. Okay, 7. Both chlorine require only one electron. So what they will do, both are going to share one electron with each other. This will share with this. इसका ऑक्टेट कंप्लीट हो गया. अब ये वाला क्लोरीन क्या करेगा, ये भी अपना एक इलेक्ट्रॉन इसके साथ शेयर करेगा. Octet is complete. So both I have mentioned, shown by cross, you can put dot also. Okay, so this is the sharing of electron, one single. So chlorine is having CCl bond, hydrogen is having HH bond. Okay, this is single covalent bond. Now another example, let us understand with a double covalent bond. Double covalent bond. Example, oxygen molecule, O2 molecule. What is oxygen? One oxygen electronic configuration is 2, 6. It requires 2 electrons. Okay, so oxygen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. another oxygen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. Now, in order to complete the octet, if it is going to share only one electron, suppose एक इलेक्ट्रॉन शेयर कर रहा है, अगर ये एक इलेक्ट्रॉन शेयर करेगा तो क्या इसका ऑक्टेट कंप्लीट होगा? नहीं होगा. That is why what oxygen is doing, it is sharing 2 electrons with each other. ठीक है? 2, 4, 6, 8 complete. 2, 4, 6 and 8 complete. And that is why there is a double bond between two oxygen, sharing of two electrons. Okay, a pair of electrons. So in between oxygen, two oxygen, there is a double bond. This is double covalent. Okay, double bond. Next is a triple covalent bond. Example, nitrogen, N2 molecule. Electronic configuration nitrogen 2, 5. That means it needs 3 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, if suppose nitrogen shares 1 electron with each other, octet complete होगी? नहीं होगी. अगर 2 electron share करें तो क्या octet complete होगी? नहीं होगी. That is why nitrogen shares 3 electron with each other to complete the octet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Likewise, this nitrogen will also share 3 electron each. So, in between two nitrogen, there is a triple bond, triple covalent bond. One bond means 2 electron. So, this is single covalent bond, double covalent bond and triple covalent bond. So this is between the similar molecules. Let us see an example of a different molecule. For example, methane. Methane molecule. Methane is CH4, 1 carbon and 4 hydrogen. Carbon, electronic configuration 2, 4. Hydrogen is having only 1 electron. Okay. So, carbon needs 4 electron to complete the octet and hydrogen needs only 1 electron. So, 1, I will show 2, 3 and 4. Okay. Hydrogen has only 1 electron and only 1 electron. ठीक है. तो हाइड्रोजन अपना एक इलेक्ट्रॉन कार्बन के साथ शेयर करेगा. 1 electron, 1 electron, 1 electron and 1 electron. And carbon will also share 1 electron with each carbon hydrogen. So they will complete the octet. 1 single bond, single bond, single bond and single bond. Okay. The actual structure of carbon methane is like this, which you will be studying in higher class. So this is a methane molecule. 4 single covalent bond. Okay, and this angle is 109 degrees. Okay, so this is how we form a covalent bond. So in this class, what we have learned, what is the special uniqueness of carbon and how this covalent bonds are formed. Okay, so for your practice by yourself the formation of a methane ammonia molecule. You can try for some other hydrogen fluoride molecule. Okay, so your homework, you can try the molecule formation of ammonia and HCl. Try by yourself. Okay, so in the next video we will understand the difference between the two different forms of carbon, that is graphite and diamond, and we will also study the other part of the carbon compounds. Okay, so I hope this video was useful for you. If you like it, do like, comment and share. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.